Warning, you need to read. It doesn't matter how small you start. You need to be setting and hitting reading goals. It doesn't matter how much, how long, how many times you're reading. It just matters that you're reading. Reading rates are really down in the last 20 years. So just by reading anything, you have an edge on the competition. So if you're reading to improve your work skills, to get an edge on the competition, you're going to get that edge because nobody else is reading. Young people nowadays are not reading. And just by reading, and especially reading things that are going to help you in those work skills, you are going to gain a definite edge on the competition. Think about it. The most successful people in the world attribute their success to how much they read. If you ask Warren Buffett and Bill Gates how much they read, they'd probably be too busy reading to tell you. I've talked about success habits in the past, but nothing is more important than reading. Reading is going to help you. Even reading 10 minutes, a page a day, is going to help you develop and stick to your other habits. The other success habits, your morning routine, etc. Although reading nonfiction is really beneficial, like learning, self-help, broadening your mind, getting a bigger picture, there is a lot of good things that can come from reading straight fiction, made-up stuff, fantasy, sci-fi, whatever you're into. The YouTuber I follow, John Fish, said in a recent video that I will link below that reading fiction lets you relate the emotions you feel in your real life to characters, people, and situations that entertain you and may not happen in the real world. Relating your emotions is certainly important, especially because people tend to bottle up negative emotions. When we feel that a fictional character feels similar to how we feel, it can help us get through or even identify and understand the feelings we'd rather ignore. So as you see here, I got fiction and non-fiction. And I want to talk about an important goal I set for myself. This year, I said I was going to read 100 books. So I'm just going to go through and take out the books I've already read. None over here so far. Alright, you got 1, 2. I'm in the middle of this one. Read these 2. What else? That's about it. That's it so far. So I've already read these 4 books, and at the end of the year, or whenever, hopefully when I hit the 100 book mark, I'm going to do a full review, maybe a couple seconds on each book, just talk about them. But I mean, we got 2 books in the Quorum book set, Of Mice and Men, and A Spell for Chameleon. So some pretty interesting books. This one's a classic, of course, and these are just fantasy. I'm really into fantasy. I'm reading George Orwell's 1984 right now, and almost done. So another classic. So really interesting. So I'll do all those reviews later on. But I've read about 10, I think it's 13 books, and I'm counting books that I listen to on Audible as well. So hopefully we get to that 100. I get to that 100 book mark this year, and I just wanted to look over some of what I'm reading next. This one's Buddhism. I think I'm really into the money books, Millionaire Success Habits, Think and Grow Rich. Trying to broaden my horizons with like the astrophysics for people in a hurry. These ones are more the mental game, Mentelligence by former Worcester State alum Kristen Lee. So I'm a little bit into that. I like that book. This one was from a course, Clifton Strength for Students. That one interested me. I read last year, so I'm not counting it on this year. And then 12 Rules of Life by Jordan Peterson. Great book. Couple chapters in so far. I probably have a bookmark in half or more of all of the books I got. So this one's the second book in the Spell for Chameleon, a classic, Brave New World. This book I just picked up today, I Am Mercy by Mandy Lynn. She came and did a talk at Worcester State about self-publishing that I'm really interested in. I'll talk more about that in a sec. I'll definitely link her stuff down below. And then some other fiction books, Lore, popular podcast by Aaron Mankey, good, and Metro, great book. So, I just wanted to talk about a little bit what I was reading, and yeah, here. And even if I don't hit 100 books, I want to hit near 100 books. So hopefully by setting the 100 books, I can get 80 books, 90 books, maybe even more than 100 books, because I am listening to some on Audible, which, I mean, I'm listening to the Harry Potter books right now, which are like 20 hours a piece, so they take up 2-3 weeks worth of car rides. So another thing to touch on is a research project I am starting soon for my college writing class. I have been assigned, I have to prove something that I come up with, and I came up with self-help books. I love self-help a lot. That's what this channel is about most of the time, that and fitness. And I have to prove whether that's reading self-help actually works. And I'm going to be doing that over the next month, and I am going to probably share what I find and maybe even read my paper. It's going to be a 5-page paper, I think, on this channel after I get that done. So I'm also inspired. I really wanted to begin writing the self-help book that I want to write through this research project. And it's going to be less me writing the book because it's going to be me proving my thesis, but I think I'm still going to be able to do some writing and have some good ideas from my research that I find. So other than that, I got some other stuff that I want to talk about. Name change. I might be changing the channel, the name of the channel just to Big Day, because we haven't really been doing any fitness, and I also want to talk about some fitness coming soon. So if anybody didn't know, I got surgery on my right shoulder this December, and I have not really been in the gym. We just started spring football, and I'm coming back late from the labral and ligament repair, so it's really not even doing push-ups yet. It's really hard to work out right now, so recording my PT is not going to be that fun. So once I get back in the weight room and I can bench more than 45 pounds, I will definitely start recording some fitness videos. Other than that, probably website coming soon, just so that I have a hub for maybe I can post book recommendations, blog stuff. I mean, maybe I will eventually sell stuff, other stuff in that vicinity, anything that's under the Big Day brand. And then other than that, I just wanted to talk, shout out to John Fish. He's a good YouTuber to listen to, and the Mandy Lynch woman that came and spoke to me. That was today. I listened to that. So other than that, alright, other than that, I just want to remind everybody to, when they're setting their goals, make sure that they're having fun and they're reading stuff they're actually interested in. If you read boring stuff, you're going to be bored when you read. So make sure that you're reading something that, even if you're only reading one page of a book a day, that you're reading something you enjoy, so that maybe every other day you read 2 pages, 3 pages a chapter, so that you're interested in what you're reading and you really want to continue reading. It's all about maintaining your interest, widening your horizon, and learning more, so that you can become a better you, the you that's going to succeed. So other than that, thank you, and continue maybe watching my videos. Let's go. The end.